want to dwell on negative things, you can read the February 20, 2022 blog for the details that I am skipping, but suffice it to say, I changed my crew. We've learned about how to anchor the boat. We've learned about what to do and what not to do. The next thing that we need to learn is anchor scope, and then we need to learn about anchoring techniques. So the big important question is, when you're anchoring the boat, how much chain do you need to put out? There's the angle of that is not going to put the chain down. So what if you had to anchor in deeper water and you didn't have room, or you didn't have room to lay out 7-to-1 scope? So sometimes we go to anchorages that are crowded, and if we let out 7-to-1 scope, we're going to swing into other people. Sometimes we go into anchorages that are nice little protected bays, but they're 40 feet deep. And it's a beautiful protection and calm as can be, but it's 40 feet deep and 100 of us tried to jam in there. My new crew, Vinay, is actually an experienced sailor. He gets a 4-day crash course at WildCaptainLexi Sailing School. It's a refresher to bring back old stuff that he had learned long ago, and it's advanced sailing skills he's going to need to be crew on WildChild. He does really well. Very smart guy with sailor blood who learns quickly. Such a relief for me. WildChild needs to make a 130-mile jump west from St. Martin to Culebra of Puerto Rico. Hopefully they let us in. Good morning, sailors. So, WildChild is rest and reset in St. Martin. If you've been following along on the website and you've read the blogs, you know that I got rid of the old bad crew and I picked up a new crew. WildChild's reset and ready to go. What do you think, Teddy Bear? How's the weather forecast look? Should we go sailing? It looks like Mother Nature's going to cooperate for this passage. I'm going to show you guys, but we have a very long jump to make that will take about 18 to 24 hours. It's about 140 nautical miles from St. Martin to Culebra of Puerto Rico. The thing about COVID and COVID rules is they constantly change and nobody seems to know what the latest information is. None of my sailor friends know whether or not a Canadian sailboat with a Canadian captain will be welcomed or rejected for entering U.S. waters by private pleasure craft. I realize the Canadian and American border has opened by plane, train, buses, and automobiles, but there's very special rules for boats, and they're complicated and really, really stupid in America, and they make no sense, so we don't actually know if we're going to be welcomed or rejected. I also don't know if we're going to go to the U.S. Virgin Islands or Culebra, which is part of Puerto Rico. I don't understand the political difference between USVIs and Puerto Rico, and they're part of America but not part of America, but separate but connected, but U.S. waters but not U.S. waters, but kind of governed by their U.S. federal government but kind of independent. I don't understand any of it. So it'd be closer for us to go to the USVIs, but it's unknown about entry rules. And then if we enter USVIs, I think, from the best I can gather, we have to re-COVID test to move from USVIs over to Puerto Rico. So that would be sort of a waste in time and money. But to go straight to Puerto Rico is an extra 20 or 30 miles in the sailing, which is a few extra hours. So what's the right thing to do? What's the best thing to do? Can we even get in? How is this going to go? I'm not sure. This is my new crew, Vinay. Vinay's been sailing for most of his life, and he's a rather experienced sailor, and hopefully he can handle himself well on the big nasty ocean. But this is going to be an overnight sail, and this is going to be at least a 24-hour run, and I'm going to have to depend on him for my life and the safety of the boat at night in the dark on the ocean. So here's to hoping he steps up to the plate and he can really do it and we don't die out here, right? No pressure, Vinay. Ready to go sailing?
Absolutely. Looking forward to it. I've been through Lexi's boot camp, which was non-trivial. So this should be fun. It should be an adventure. I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, Teddy says, wait, Lexi! Captain Lexi, you gotta check out first. You can't just leave. Right. Excellent work, Teddy Bear. Thank you very much for reminding me. Oh yeah, we better put clothes on, go to shore, check out, get COVID tested before we can raise sails to go sailing. Uh-oh, the testing center's closed. That can't be good for us. We spend an hour hunting around though, and we find another pharmacy that's open and also doing tests. We fill out the paperwork, pay our 35 euros, then we're led around the corner in this alley behind this closed door. It's all secretive hush-hush behind the door, but both of us get our brains tickled by long Q-tips. Test is done. After the testing, we walk back to the other end of town to check out using the wonderful French computer system. Return to WildChild, and we're ready to go. Okie dokie guys, so I showed you really quickly, we went to shore in St. Martin, we got our COVID tests for 27 euros or 35 euros after tax. We checked out of the country, we're back on WildChild, the dinghy is stowed and put away. We're about to go sailing, you guys want to come along? It's almost 4 o'clock and we're sort of 2 hours behind schedule, but as you guys know, nothing ever goes according to plan, and the schedule's nothing but a suggestion of intentions. Conditions are good. We're going to be out there for 24 hours. Fingers crossed my new crew does a good job. I don't want to go sailing. I bring it to starboard side, please, because it's easier to put it up on starboard side. That clutch has to be all the way open. We're getting WildChild ready to go sailing, and this is Vinay's first time sailing on WildChild. So we're going together, step by step, hand in hand, working as a team. He's doing great. How nice is that? Captain Lexi has intelligent, thoughtful, competent, and useful crew for the first time in a long time. Sailing gets easier as your help gets better. Alright. Instruments are on. It's time to go sailing. It's exciting. Should we go sailing? You guys want to go sailing? Teddy's all ready to go sailing. I don't want to go sailing. I mean, I love sailing. So how do we motivate ourselves to go sailing when we really don't want to? We sing a song. What's the song, everybody? Come on, cheer along at home with me. Ready? Let's go sailing. Let's go. 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 Yay, sailing! We're pumped. You know, the sailing thing is so much easier when you have help. teddy bear is my eternal sailing companion, but he cannot grind a winch.